So now we give a special Super Bowl edition of the Big Guy Locks.
All right, so KC 1.5-point favorites. Games in New Orleans. Crowd's going to be going wild. Typical Super Bowl Sunday. Taylor Tay up in the booth with mom and everybody hanging out. Hey, listen, man, this Kansas City team is tough. They're strong. They play hard, and they've got the number one quarterback. I think, Nick, even if he didn't win this game, I think he should still be in the conversation because you know what, Nick? You know where he's the GOAT in all of our eyes who've seen all of Brady and Sam? It's the eye test. He wins the eye test.
Sure.
He just does. And all of that leads me to make the prediction that the Philadelphia Eagles will win this game outright. Okay? I think Saquon's going to do well. He's going to get over 100 yards, even though they haven't given up a 100-yard rusher. I think that young man, Jalen Carter, in the middle of that defensive line is going to wreak havoc. And I think Saquon's going to do well because that offensive line is crushable, dude. They're steamrolling people, and I also think I have a higher opinion of Jalen Hurts than a lot of people. And I think A.J. Brown's going to come to shine here. Listen, Mahomes going to have his moments. Kelsey's going to have his moments. My one prediction that I am predicting that Philadelphia backfield is going to intercept Mahomes at least once, maybe more. I'd love to know what the over/under is on Mahomes' interceptions. It's probably like a half.
Yeah, it's probably like half. It's probably half.
I'm taking the over on that. I want to put some money on the over.
Okay. Now you're stepping on the Slick Nick props as well. You got
okay.
Props
I didn't
as
know
well.
you were going there. Okay.
No. We like that one. We like that one.
Segue.
Okay, so you like Philly money line, and you like Mahomes over one interception or over a half an interception. So one or more. I'm on the other side. You and I, we're not agreeing this week as far as what's going to happen in the Super Bowl, just because I do feel like the Kansas City Chiefs have earned like the I can't bet against them until I see it. But Philadelphia comes in.
You're betting against Philly.
No. I'm saying Kansas City has earned that I can't bet against them until I see it. Yes. I also feel like, for Philly to win this game, they're going to have to be up by a ton, because if it's close, then typically what does Mahomes do? Down the stretch, he always seems to get it done. I also think that Spags is a coach where, as a defensive coach, he says, I'm going to take away what you do best. So therefore, I think that they are going to dare Jalen Hurts to beat them. And if Jalen Hurts can, complete some big balls, down the field to, whether it be AJ Green or Devontae Smith, or Goddard as the tight end, then I think that they, obviously have a chance. But I think that they're going to do their best to take away Saquon, and I think the Chiefs will end up. Everybody does their best
to take away Saquon,
but not.
Work.
Yes, but the Chiefs don't give up 100-yard rushers, and Spags is extremely good at taking away whatever your best option is and making you beat them some other way. And they have the personnel to do it. I mean, they have the defensive line to do it. They have their defense this year, I feel like, is one of the, most least talked about aspects of why they've been such a great team. Their defense this year, I feel like, is much better than it has been in some of these previous years where Mahomes and the offense seem to carry them a little bit more. Now, that all leads.
Let me just interject here. What's the over/under on yards for Saquon?
111.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though these guys haven't given up a 100-yard rusher all year.
111.5.
You see what I'm saying? So even though they've never given that up, the Sharps are putting that line at 111 instead of like 92.
Sure.
Because if it was like less than 90, I was definitely going to put some money on it. But 111, that's a lot.
Yeah. And it factors in. So my first bet and my favorite bet to do on the Super Bowl is to give you a first touchdown by at least one player from each team. It's just fun to root for. I've had some great times with that. Gronk, some other people, throughout my life that I've been able to hit with that one. And I like Kelsey at plus 1,000 $100 to win 1,000 for Kelsey to get the first touchdown of the game.
What's the numbers like for Pacheco?
I would have to look that up on the fly. But I'm sure it's going to be probably even higher than that. Yeah, plus 1,000. Listen, the first touchdown is a very tough thing to bet on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of variables in there. But yeah, plus 1,000 for Kelsey. And Kelsey, statistically has not been having the type of numbers that he typically does. First touchdown for Pacheco is plus 1,700.
Yeah, see, I mean, for those odds, Kelsey's plus 1,000. I need plus 2,500 for Pacheco. I'd take Kelsey over that because I think Kelsey has a much greater chance of being that guy. But Pacheco, you never know. He's very good. Gets those legs churning. Could happen.
I think Pacheco's okay. I don't think he's that great.
And he's not. And he hasn't played that well this year. He's coming off an injury.
He's coming off an injury. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of Kareem Hunt, and I think that
it should be more than plus 1,700.
Right, but I mean, he's their goal line running back. So therefore, if anything, if there's an offensive pass interference, a defensive pass interference in the end zone, you know what I mean? Like there's just a lot more ways that can happen. But I like Kelsey at plus 1,000, and then Devontae Smith is plus 1,600 for the first touchdown over on the Eagles side. So I like both of those as far as prop bets to sprinkle a little bit on, and then my Parlay Papi Parlizzi of the game is Kelsey, 80 plus yards, Juju Smith-Schuster, who has been coming up here recently, clutch, 50 plus yards receiving, and Saquon under 111.5 yards. If you parlay all of those together on DraftKings, you're looking at plus 4,300. So that's Kelsey having a big game, Juju having a couple big catches and getting some yards, and then Saquon being held in check to that under 111.5 plus 4,300. That is your slick Nick prop bet.
That's a good one. That's very interesting. I mean, listen, that's clearly a pro KC bet, but all could happen in KC or Philly could win. I like it. It's interesting.